The 8th International Exhibition and Scientific Conference on Hydroaviation were held in the resort city of Gelendzhik. When greeting the participants at the grand opening ceremony of Gidroaviasalon, the Deputy Minister of the Russian Federation Industry and Trade, Gidroaviasalon, pointed out that such a large-scale event held in Russia confirms once again our position as one of the world's leaders in hydroaviation. There were also greetings from Deputy Chairman of the Russian Federation Government, Sergei Ivanov, Chairman of the Federation Council, Sergei Mironov, Chief of Rostov-on-Don Region Administration, Vasily Golubev, as well as Chairman of the Exhibition Organizing Committee, Deputy Minister of Industry and Trade, Denis Manturov. Gidroaviasalon 2010 was opened by the Deputy Minister of Industry and Trade, Georgy Kolomanov, President of the Integrated Aircraft Building Corporation, Alexei Fyodorov, General Director and General Designer of the Beriev Aircraft Company, Viktor Kobzev, and other officials. The organizer of the exhibition was the Russian Federation Minister of Industry and Commerce. 144 organizations took part in saloon activities, including 18 enterprises as part of the shared stand from Rostov region. Companies from Ukraine, Belgium, Germany, Finland, France, Italy, and the United States were present at Gidroaviasalon. Over 30 different types of aircraft were demonstrated in the air and on static display. More than 100 demo, training, and qualification flights were performed. The specific feature of this year's event was the exhibition arrangement on two sites. The main exhibits were traditionally displayed on the premises of the experimental test facilities of the Beriev Aircraft Company in Taganrog City. The second exhibition site was the new airport Gelendzhik. The airport was opened in June 2010. The display included land-based and business aircraft. This exhibition complex, renewed and extended due to the new airport Gelendzhik, can easily hold some specialized aviation exhibitions, thus relieving Moscow. The Gidroaviasalon took place after unprecedented forest fires in Russia. The firefighting subject was a highlight of all the exhibition events. Representatives of Russia's Ministry of Emergency Situations were honored guests at the saloon who demonstrated efficient firefighting methods. In the first place was the BE-200JS amphibian. It demonstrated itself as quite an efficient aid in forest fighting. It was for that reason that the Russian Federation President entrusted the government with the task of working out purchase orders for these amphibians for the Ministry of Emergency Situations. The signing of the pre-contract agreement for the delivery of 8 BA-200JS amphibian aircraft became one of the main events at the exhibition. The documents were signed by the Director of the Aviation Department and Aircraft Rescue Technologies of the Ministry of Emergency Situations, Rafael Zakirov, and General Director, General Designer of the Beriev Aircraft Company, Viktor Kobzev. According to the United Aircraft Corporation President Alexei Fyodorov, the production of new firefighting amphibians will start in 2011. The United Aircraft Corporation President also emphasized that almost all the tooling had been moved from the Irkutsk aircraft plant to Taganrog, and the production of the first parts for the BE-200JS had been launched. Another important event was the signing of the pre-contract agreements with the suppliers of components for the ordered aircraft. Among them were documents signed for the delivery of D436TP engines with the Ukrainian company Motor Sich. The award of the European Type Certificate became a big event that would increase the BE-200JS amphibian compatibility in international markets. At a gala ceremony, the head of the certification project of the European Aviation Safety Agency, Henry Wildigans, presented Viktor Kobzev with the certificate for the BE-200JS amphibian. Prior to this ceremony, the General Director of the Interstate Aviation Committee Aviation Register, Alexander Donchenko, awarded the supplementary type certificates of the Interstate Aviation Committee Aviation Register. The B200JS amphibian certification by the national certification authorities paved the way for the aircraft to European certification. Unlike the Tu-204SE and Sukhoi Superjet aircraft, equipped with foreign equipment and certified by the European agency, the B200JS amphibian has mainly domestically produced equipment and engines developed in Ukraine. Issues related to certification of the equipment produced in Russia caused major problems during the aircraft validation. The solution of these issues required big 5-year efforts, both from the amphibian designers and the Interstate Aviation Committee Aviation Register, including the aircraft equipment developers. During the exhibition, Rostov-on-Don Region Governor Vasily Golubev and Director of the Beriev Aircraft Company Viktor Kobzev signed an agreement on operations to prevent and eliminate consequences of natural disasters. The B200 and B103 amphibians will be used as part of the agreement. 2 B103 aircraft of the Beriev Aircraft Company were demonstrated on static display and in the air. Taganrog stand also displayed the B101, B112 and B114 aircraft models. The company works on these aircraft on its own initiative. Once again, the Beriev specialists demonstrated a model of the special heavy transport amphibian B2500 with a carrying capacity of 1,000 tons and flight range of 16,000 kilometers. Research and production company A.F.A Volga demonstrated 2 LA-8 amphibians. One aircraft version is equipped with the Czech engines M337AK. The other one, LA-8L, has American engines like Coming 540. The amphibian is designed for passenger and cargo transportation. Today, the research and production company A.F.A Volga sold 6 amphibians. The Samara company Aviatech demonstrated for the first time the L-42M amphibian, which is a modification of the well-acknowledged amphibian L-42. St. Petersburg company Hydroplane demonstrated only models. The stand presented data on the new amphibians Chair 24 and Chair 28 of Samara aircraft designer Boris Chernov. The design bureau Rota from Kumartau city presented its Tinets, which appeared the smallest float airplane at the salon. The 2-seat super light airplane is designed for tourist and sport flights. Earlier this year, the 36th airplane was delivered to a customer from Yakutia. The float version of the famous biplane trainer PO2, restored by Rusavia Russian Aircraft Association, was also demonstrated at the exhibition. This was the 3rd airplane restored from the wreckage found by searchers in Russia. The stand of the business unit United Aircraft Corporation Special Aircraft, that includes the Beriev Aircraft Company and Tupolev Company, presented a model of the Tu-142 export version. The communication relay airplane Tu-142MRA has a maximum range of 12,000 kilometers without air refueling. Displayed here was also the model of the radar picket and director airplane AE. created jointly by the Bereev Aircraft Company, Vega Corporation, and Israeli corporation IAI. In May 2009, the first airplane of this type was sent to the Indian customer. The assembly of the third plane is currently close to completion in Israel. The research and production company Radar MMS demonstrated the flying testbed IL-114. The airplane is used for flight processing of electronic equipment samples, integrated radar photo and infrared ground and water surface mapping in real-time scale, regardless of weather conditions, season and time. The Austrian company Diamond is also worth mentioning. It demonstrated its GA-42 MPP airplane. The airplane is equipped with the gyro-stabilized surveillance system and can stay in the air for up to 13.5 hours. Vega Corporation presented drone aircraft. The company developed and delivered 2 Tipchak systems to the Russian Air Force. One is a reconnaissance and the other is a target designator version. Moreover, the Federal Security Service agreed to employ Vega 01 systems. The static display in Gelendzhik Airport included business airplanes such as Cessna 182 and the twin-engine Cessna 402B, Hyper Malibu Mirage, Pilatus PC-12, business jets Canadair RJ, corporate Yak-40 aircraft of the Motor Sich and Bereev companies. Joint stock company Russia's helicopters demonstrated Ka-226T and SAT Ka-32A11VS and Mi-17 helicopter models on its stand. The Navy Ka-27PS helicopter and Ka-32 of the Ministry of Emergency Situations participated in demo flying. However, foreign helicopter designs Robinson R-44 and Eurocopter EC-130B4 of Air Soyuz company prevailed in the demonstration flights. The Rotorfly vehicle created in the Rotor Design Bureau appeared the most interesting national helicopter. It is equipped with a new coaxial rotor system with a hingeless blade stall with a composite torsion bar. Certification procedures for this machine are underway in Europe. Germany has displayed a specific interest in this helicopter. Nizhny Novgorod Research and Production Enterprise, Aerorik, demonstrated the light amphibian boat with an air cushion called Shmel. The designers managed to create the 3-seat amphibian, which can be transported by any transportation means, including AN-2 airplane types and Mi-2 helicopters. The International Research Conference on Hydroaviation, organized by Tsagi Methodological Council, was held during the exhibition at the Nadezhda Hotel. More than 130 experts took part in the conference that was split into 7 sections. Over 90 reports were made and discussed there. Held within the framework of the Gidroaviasalon, but also Interparliamentary Conference Cooperation Sky 3, a scientific conference, Innovation Composite Technologies and their Application, Considering Weather Factors, a conference of Russian Trade Union of Aviation Industry Employees, and the roundtable Current Issues of Youth Politics and Employment at the Defense and Industrial Complex Enterprises. Significant interest was displayed in Gidroaviasalon by business circles. The exhibition was visited by official delegations from France, Venezuela, and People's Republic of China. However, the Gidroaviasalon does not only involve work. It provides a possibility of informally meet the friends and colleagues from different countries and have a wonderful rest in the resort city of Gelendzhik. The organizers took proper care of the exhibition guests and participants' safety, created an inimitable atmosphere of hospitality and comfort. In addition to specialists and officials from many countries of the world, The Gidroaviasalon was visited by a huge number of Gelendzhik inhabitants, people from Krasnodar area, vacationers and tourists. A concert of all-Russian aviation song festival Wings of Russia took place during the salon activities. Exhibition visitors were happy and excited with the demo flights program. Demo flying is always a highlight of any salon. But nowhere else in the world is there a chance for the spectators to see amphibians taking off from water surface and flying over sea waves. The AN-3 aircraft of the Ministry of Emergency Situations was used to assault parachutist sportsmen carrying flags. The flights of aerobatic team Rus could have been called the main decoration of the salon. Their aerobatic maneuvers will for long be stamped in the memory. Gidroaviasalon in Gelendzhik became an impressive event in the aviation world. The exhibition activities were covered by around 200 Russian and foreign journalists presenting the whole spectrum of print and electronic mass media. Gidroaviasalon was supported by the Integrated Aircraft Building Corporation, Russian Insurance Center, Joint Stock Company, Khanty-Mansiysk Bank, Russian Information TV channel Russia 24. Gidroaviasalon 2010, the 8th International Exhibition and Scientific Conference on Hydroaviation held in Gelendzhik, convincingly demonstrated that Russia was and is an undoubted leader in hydroaviation. The Gidroaviasalon organizers invite guests and participants to meet once again on the shores of Gelendzhik Bay. See you at Gidroaviasalon 2012.